And 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to another episode of A Matter of Fact. Here with the Modern Day Hippies. I'm Tommy. This is Rob. Bringing you issues and matters of fact going on in society today. How you been, man?
I'm fucking good, man. Doing good. You know, I'm always rocking the jersey. You had to see Saquon's move this weekend.
Oh, that shit was nasty.
Wow.
The backwards hurdle.
Bro,
hey, y'all niggas almost lost, though.
Fuck, that's some crazy shit. Some crazy shit. We did what we need to do at the end there. Devontae Smith came up with a nasty catch.
Yeah, that was nice.
You know, some crazy plays that game. But wow, Saquon is a monster.
He is.
He's a monster.
He definitely is.
Had to represent.
Had to.
After that.
As for me, you know, just quick update with everything going on with the videography and stuff. Haven't posted too much on the medias this week, but needed the break, needed the refresh. A lot of good stuff coming. Got some gigs. Really about to be able to start being a real freelancer, so excited for that. But that's not why we're here. So shit that doesn't matter. Bringing us to our first segment of the show. Shit that don't matter. So there's so much shit that doesn't matter that happens, you know, all the time, every day. But, you know, some notable shit that didn't matter that kind of happened this past week is, you know, did you hear that Tom Brady's ex-wife got pregnant? Isn't she like 40?
Yeah.
Or something?
She's like 40, just like him. And had a bunch of kids with Tom.
So they got kids?
They got kids. It's only 2 years, bro. And she's already knocked up with the younger dude, the Tai Chi coach or something like that.
Oh, like she been knew this dude.
She was cheating with Tom, this guy.
Damn.
Bro, how you gonna cheat on Tom Brady? Like, that just shows what women are.
But no, because
right?
like maybe it wasn't. She didn't give a fuck that he was Tom Brady. Maybe he treated her like an asshole.
Bruh, like women are, and now this Tai Chi dude don't got no bread. She just supporting his ass, getting the dick, like.
Bro, you've seen this movie so many times. I don't know why you surprised. The rich wife, she's getting neglected by the husband, and she gets with the cheap fucking yoga instructor nigga.
I know you see it, dude. But to do that, Tom Brady, the greatest NFL football player of all time, got his wife cheating on him.
Do you think that he was Do you think that he was like a good man to her? Just because he was Tom Brady.
I think from a woman's standard, she lived an amazing life.
Yeah,
that's what they want.
Yeah, that's.
You know, he gave her some beautiful kids. And she had the status of being Tom Brady's wife. You know he's got to go out there and do what he do. That's why you liked him in the first place. And now she's like, nah, Tom, you got to stop now, retire. He's like, bruh, I'm making bread.
He did retire, though. He retired
now
like the next
he did,
year.
But after, yeah.
He literally retired.
He's like, they're getting divorced. He goes, all right, I'm playing football. You know?
Yeah.
But that just shows you, like, women, they're not happy with anything. You got, you know, obviously, probably one of the top 5 guys alive. Greatest NFL football player of all time right now.
But I think it really depends.
You already got kids with this guy.
Yeah, I agree with you, Rob. But I also think that it really depends on what women are looking for. Because this is the thing. Women aren't simple, bro. So you can't just come up with a bunch of bread.
What you mean?
But this is the thing. Wait. Let me get this out real quick, right?
Yeah.
This is the thing. For all the fellas looking, you can't just come with a bunch of bread and a little bit of game and be the greatest ever and that be enough.
Nah.
You gotta treat her right too.
Listen.
Listen. What's he doing that?
But
I don't fucking know. I don't know.
Wait a minute. What she's looking for, she shouldn't be looking for shit. She's a married woman, bro. She don't need to be looking for shit. She's married. That's the problem with women today, is that they're still looking once they're married, bro. And you're Gen Z, be like, yeah, that's just the way it is.
Nah, I'm not saying she should have been looking. But I'm saying that she obviously felt a way in the relationship to where she wanted to go to her broke-ass Tai Chi teacher to cheat on that nigga. Probably because that nigga was just nice to her. So I'm saying that nigga probably wasn't nice to her.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
She probably needed more attention than he could give her because he's Tom fucking Brady.
I mean, that could possibly be true too.
She should have. She been knew that right from the start. But that's why she wouldn't be with him, because he's Tom motherfucking Brady.
I think having a kid.
So you can't want to be with him because he's Tom Brady, and then hate on him because he's Tom Brady.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And that's
that is true. That is true. But people think people change, and that sometimes blows up in their face. I will say though, regardless of all that, She kind of wild for having a baby. Not even because she just broke up with him 2 years ago, but you're 40. You have kids. So you gonna like throw a new kid in their life with the nigga you was cheating on their dad with.
Fucked up, bro.
Like, that's kind of OD.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
to each their own.
Women don't care.
Yeah, honestly, it doesn't fucking matter.
Savage.
That's their life. But just, to show y'all boys a good example, you can't just be the greatest ever. You gotta
You gotta be better than that. You gotta be better than that, bro.
you gotta treat her right too, cause she might not want Tom Brady. She might just want a nice dude. But she probably wants Tom Brady.
You gotta be better than that.
You gotta be like LeBron. You don't see Savannah being mad. This nigga been playing 22 years. Longer than they've been married. This nigga been the best player in the NBA. She not fucking mad. Because he treated her right.
And she was a broke ass hoe.
Damn, she a hoe now? Damn.
But she was broke ass. She was broke ass. And it got everything from LeBron.
Was Giselle not broke?
She had bread. She was a supermodel, bro.
I know that.
She was a supermodel. Brazilian supermodel. She had bread too. Not Tom Brady bread, but she got bread. She had a lot of bread.
I know that.
She was top tier.
I know that. But ultimately, that is shit that does not fucking matter. Also, some shit that doesn't matter, but I think it might matter and possibly should matter is Fortnite recently put the Snoop Dogg walk in the game, and the Snoop Dogg walk, for those of y'all who may know, is the Crip walk. They put the Crip walk emote as something children could buy and then imitate and do. Is this a big deal or not?
So I honestly don't think so. Because Snoop Dogg is such an iconic figure in pop culture. One of the most iconic figures in pop culture, I would almost say. Everyone knows who Snoop Dogg is at this point because he's been around for so damn long. And he would crip walking on TV, in the movies, anywhere he appears.
But
that's
he
his signature thing. But he's not though. Like he does a crip walk. He is a crip. He's not in a gang right now.
Not right
doing what he's doing. Exactly.
I mean,
wouldn't be either.
You act like you can retire from being in a gang. That nigga's still a crip. He might not kill. Like what's the criteria for being?
He likes to dance. What is he chilling with those dudes on the block?
Probably.
Doubt it, bro.
Not the young niggas, the YNs, but I think he's still cool with his crip homies and shit he grew up with. So what's the criteria of being a gang member? Do I gotta kill a nigga every 2-3 years?
You gotta be in the lifestyle. Whatever is funding a gang and being on the block.
You think that nigga funds
is? Because he don't live where the gang is. He be like, yo, I'll visit y'all guys.
Would you say Lil Durk's in the gang?
So,
he don't live with them niggas?
Well, I mean, but he's a lot younger. Snoop is so far removed from that shit. That's not even funny.
That's true.
You know what I mean? He's been gone from that for years.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. And he's a pop culture icon. That's what he is now. He's not a crip. He's not a gangster.
I wonder if Snoop is going to say anything about him.
People don't even look at him as what? That he's on Fortnite? Of course.
That he's crip walking on Fortnite. I wonder if he's going to be like, y'all.
You don't think he consented to that shit? That's the only. What would you do if you know what Fortnite is? It's all them dances which all the kids love. And if you got Snoop Dogg, what dance would he do? He can't do anything but a crip walk, bro.
That's
facts. That's a matter of fact right there. So it's not surprising.
It's not surprising, but I do think it isn't right. Just because.
What's worse, crip walking or twerking?
But that's my point. They're both bad. So why are we comparing them like what's worse? Why are both of those things normalized? See, that's the thing. Like, and this can bring us into our next segment of the show. Shit that does matter, and that is mattering right now. Election day is tomorrow. When you're watching this, it is election day, or the president has been fucking decided. Both of them niggas right here in our backyard,
right now,
in Allentown,
the battleground,
Pennsylvania. But I bring this up to say, just connecting these 2 points, I think the crip walking is an issue, and I think the twerking is an issue. Damn near every rally Kamala has had these past 2 weeks, she's had, prominent,
Cardi B.
Female artists of minority descent dressed in, tight clothes. I'm not, fuck their clothing. But people who got lyrics and hella videos of them twerking, explicit lyrics, all that good stuff. trying to endorse her. Fucking Cardi B, her teleprompter went out and she didn't know what to say for like 2 minutes. Just sitting there. She literally was like, I don't even know what to say. She had Glorilla perform in Milwaukee, which I fuck with Glorilla, but it was a song like, it was like 85 degree. I ain't got no nigga, ain't no nigga, like some shit like that. Like
say half the words in it.
Yeah, but the point is I think it's all a problem that we're being able to use Meg Thee Stallion and people twerk to get votes. Like, it's that normalized. All that shit's a problem. Trip walking and that.
We gotta connect with Gen Z, Tommy. Isn't that what you want to see? It's for you, man. It's for you.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing. I haven't watched not one rally.
No, yeah, they're pretty boring to watch.
Yeah, I haven't not from any side.
Check the podcasts out. Check some podcasts out.
Yeah, I've listened to podcasts.
No rallies, but yeah, the one thing is like respect. Like everybody has a vote. Everybody has an opinion. You're welcome to share your opinion. Is that what they're doing? I don't know. I heard a lot of shit. Like they had Beyonce there at the one where she didn't even perform, and they paid her mad bread, and people were disappointed because they came there because they thought she was going to perform. That sort of shit. That's fucked up, And it's like. These people, are they really supporting them, or is it just money?
Just money. I think.
Probably.
Because Sexy Red, she was fucking with that nigga Trump all year. And then she was like, I just voted for Kamala.
Right.
Like, hey, for sure.
Trump didn't offer no money. Trump didn't offer no money. But Cardi B was like big on Bernie and shit back in the day. Like, she's into politics. She was always kind of, like, doing weird shit. Like, she was, you know what I mean? So, it's not, like, out of the ordinary. But that's the world we live in, man.
That is the world we live in, and it is a freaky world. As we said, the election is T-minus some odd hours. 12. Yeah, less than 12 hours.
Kick off, I'll be there.
I mean, yeah, you voting?
I've been, man. I gotta keep the tradition going.
So any you ain't gotta tell us who you're voting for, but any predictions on what you think the outcome of tomorrow will be? Will there be riots? Will there be fire? Will there be death? Or will niggas?
I think it's gonna be wild tomorrow, but there's none of the riots and the fire will begin yet because we're still counting and shit. Unless it's like a blowout.
Yeah, when will we know?
But I don't think it will.
A president.
But
how many days will it take?
I don't know. Hopefully by tomorrow, and like it's just one, but we'll see. What's really interesting, I was listening to this other podcast, and they said like people like me, actually, my vote is one of the most valuable votes out there. Yeah. The reason for that is because in 2016 I voted for Trump. In 2020 I voted for Biden. So that's actually
for Biden.
That's actually worth like 2 votes because it's a switch. So it's -1 for them and +1 for the other person. Even better than getting somebody who never voted before. So, I'm that true, like, swing voter. So this time I'm going to go for
this nigga voted
Trump.
for Biden.
4 years ago, I told you. And you know why? Because if that nigga was going to pay off my student loans...
Oh, yeah, you just said that.
Hell yes.
And what did I tell you? But
I had to shoot for it, bro. I got to shoot for that. I'm a gambler. I'm a gambler, man.
I like that.
That's why I'm winning money. That's my biggest money. I take that.
I like that.
I'll be honest with you.
But if y'all go back to MDH TV, I told this nigga that was not going to happen. But you had to take the shot.
Shoot my shot.
Nah, I like that because it would have helped me out. And I ain't voting anyway.
Exactly. I had to shoot my shot. Didn't work, but I shot my shot.
Yeah.
I'm going back now. So that's a double point.
And you're in the most important state.
And I'm in
these
PA.
These niggas are both in PA right now.
You can't stop me neither.
I'm going to the polls. How much y'all want for my vote? I'm dead ass.
Don't go there and do it, but yeah.
Listen,
you get in trouble for that kind of stuff. But
listen, let me know, niggas. DM me right now. You can get my vote.
I sent him the Elon, and he didn't even do it for $100, and he could have hooked a brother up. Could have been supporting. Matter of fact, but Tommy was too lazy.
I need Elon to come back.
The final hour just for Tommy Elon, PayPal him, Cash App him.
Whoa.
Send Tommy some money. He will vote for Trump. You can
Bro,
buy him
I'll
vote.
vote for whoever.
I know you're
I'll
watching.
vote for you.
Elon. I know you're watching.
I'll vote for you, Elon. But
About
yeah,
that, though.
I think
Elon
it's
versus like Scott Galloway or something like that. That'd be like mega.
who is Scott Galloway?
You don't know who Scott Galloway is?
Oh,
He's a very famous person. He has a lot of podcasts. He owned multiple companies, sold them, multi-billionaire, and just honest dude who talks about crazy shit about the world, and he's very smart. You gotta listen to him. I think I sent you some shit
Word.
about it before.
but
He owned, I think it was part of like, L3 Harris is a crazy company on stock market. He owned half of that because they merged. I think Harris Communications, but or no, L3. Yeah, he was L3. But look him up if you don't know. Scott Galloway got podcasts. Highly recommend it.
well, I think we could agree that tomorrow's gonna be a crazy day.
Hell yeah.
Tomorrow's gonna be a crazy day, and we know that because of the things that's been leading up to tomorrow or today for y'all. Trump not only went on Rogan and they took it down. Did you see? They took it off YouTube. I don't know if it's back up. They took it off, then they posted it on X. It got hella views on X. Whatever.
Yeah.
But
Elon put it on his.
yeah, Elon was like, "I got you." Bam.
Anything he posts gets at least like 200,000.
Yeah, he. I watched a video on that. He's definitely glitched the algorithm to boost himself, but he's low key with Twitter on some evil.
It's his.
Yo, God, nigga.
He's like, yeah, I did. It's mine. I bought it. You know?
And he's so rich, like
It's the same thing.
he
when-
can
Bro,
buy Instagram.
It's the same thing when every time you what was it back in the day? It was like MySpace. You had to be friends with the dude. He sent you an invite. You know what I mean? So he had the most friends because everybody was invited to be his friend.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, of course he's gonna game the system.
No, I feel you. But
It's his shit.
Joe Rogan also had the vice president elect or pick. Trump's vice president picked. JD Vance. I ain't watched that one. I didn't even watch the whole Trump one, but I think it goes to show that people really responded to when Trump was on Rogan. Then to see his VP on Rogan, I think people really responded. I talked to people, right? A swing voter, the people you would think would want to vote for Kamala, but they're like, man, abortion might be such a big issue that I'm against. I'm gonna vote with Trump after watching this Joe Rogan podcast. These people I talked to, they said what they were able to see when watching the podcast was they were able to humanize him. Like, they were able to see Trump as a person. They were able to see JD Vance as a person. They knew he was off script. He was talking his ideas, whether they agreed with them or not. They respected that he was being honest. He was speaking at least as honestly as you could give him. Like, of course that nigga gonna lie. But the thing is like, Joe Rogan, that nigga's transparent as fuck. That nigga was like, yo, we wanted Kamala to come on. She said she was gonna come on, but she said, nah, I hope she comes on. Then he was like, yeah, Kamala said she was gonna come on, but she would be here for an hour, and she wanted me to go to DC. And I was like, no, it needs to be in the studio.
That's not Rogan.
Yeah, like what? So it's like she's had the opportunities, but for whatever reason, whether it's her, the Democratic Party, the whatever, they don't want to put her in a situation where she's off script on a conversation for hours. And I mean, granted, she might be busier than Trump because she is the vice president, and Biden doesn't know what's going on.
She's campaigning right now. That's all she's doing.
Yeah, true. But I'm just trying to give her a little leeway. But that's all I'm saying is, like, I think that's really hurting the Democrats.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think so. You know, like I said, those are long ass episodes. Check them out. Maybe we'll go back to them. But what I did watch was good. Like, it's very unscripted, just real down to earth, like normal people talk. Especially JD. You know, because like Trump is he gets a little out there with some of his stuff, and like obviously, you know, he's very passionate about what he is passionate about. But JD is just like a normal person, just like, keeping it real and just, about some of his policies and stuff, just saying this is why I feel the way I do, And I feel like that's what people really need to hear. So that's how you can relate to somebody, or that's how you can say, oh, you know what? Okay, I see your point of view now when you say it like that. And it's not like a campaign slogan or something, or which they're not even doing in this election. It's pretty much, that person's Hitler, and whatever, and, the world's going to end and all that shit.
Yeah, and I think the fact that people are trying to, compare Trump to Hitler is actually insane. Like, however you might feel about that nigga, whatever, if you think that nigga is Hitler, you actually got something wrong with you. Like, you think he's Hitler? Like, do you know who Hitler was? And if you think Trump is that bad for what? Some shit he said? Like, what? You think he's Hitler?
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like that, and that's where I think that like Democrats, you lose a little bit there because like you could sway me. I'm that swing voter, but like that stuff doesn't at all sway me. So you're just like saying nothingness at that point because like no, he's not Hitler. What he is he has more of those because he's not a politician either. Yeah. So he's not like, oh, I'm not used to this game that they're playing. He comes in, he's like, all right, what do we want to do? This is what I want done. Get it done. Because he's from businessman, and that's how it worked in that realm.
And I'll say he is probably a liar, but all these niggas is liars.
Yeah.
So it's like, why? I think people need to ask, like, why do you really not like him? Is it because of shit he said, which, all right, he said some wild shit, he did some wild shit. If that's why you don't like him, cool. Like, fair. If that's why, if that was enough for you, cool. That's fair. Cool. But to compare that nigga to Hitler is disrespectful to the entire Jewish community. It's disrespectful to fucking Hitler himself, like, to be honest. But it's disrespectful, like, to the country. Like, you think we elected Hitler, nigga?
Yeah, I mean,
come on.
Why would you compare him to, like, Hitler? He doesn't have that sort of, like, he's not trying to get us into wars. He doesn't want to do that. He's like, that's what Hitler was doing. He's not like, oh, there's no race things involved here. It's, I don't know. It's just a weird
even if
analogy.
you say he racist, bro.
I can't really see the analogy.
Me either. I think that shit is, like, actually crazy. But I do know some people, like, I'll keep, like, specifics out of it. They got paid to post some Instagram videos, supporting Kamala. And, I showed them the videos and stuff, and we talked about it before we got on the pod. And I asked you, like, how much did you think they got paid, like, each? And you was like, 100. It was 3 people that I saw. Each got 500. I know because, like, I know the people, and, like, I talked to them. Each got 500. And, like, these is, like, they're not random niggas, but, like, at the same time, they're kind of random niggas that are in college, not really political for real. One of them's kind of political, but they not political for real. They don't got thousands of followers, like, and they just got fucking $500.
What they do have is they're in a fraternity.
Well, yeah, they're in a D9 frat,
college
students,
and they're black.
Yeah.
Check. Those are all positives if you're towards a certain demographic.
That's facts. All right, yeah, they were all of those things.
And it's a historically black fraternity.
Yeah, it's the one right after the one Kamala was in, because she was AKA their Kappas. But specifically targeting young black men, whatever. My point is, all right, all those things are true, but they posted a minute long.
They're going after educated young black men with the higher propensity to vote. Even though Tommy...
Well, they said black men. They didn't say educated. They just go.
Obviously, they're educated if they're going to college.
No. They're targeting black men in general, though.
Yes, but the kids you're talking about are in college.
Yeah. So, but that's all fair. So
just say, There's
Context is good. But this is my thing. At the same time, these is kind of 3 random niggas. If they gave 500, in a background state. In Philly, though, because, like, Philly gonna be, like, blue anyways. But they gave them 1,500, like it was nothing. So I'm just like...
Dude, that's nothing compared to...
I know, but that's what I kind of wanted to say is, like, imagine all those texts y'all getting. I know y'all getting them right now. The Kamala texts.
Exactly.
All the shit you've been seeing on YouTube, hearing on the radio. Think about all the money that is going into this campaigning to choose the president right now. And think about all the taxes you pay and all the bullshit you got to deal with. And everything that doesn't amount to anything. And your country going more into debt and sending money to other niggas.
But this isn't government.
Man. I know. But I'm just saying...
That's one.
Just look how they're able to throw around money and not really give a fuck about how much money is being spent, and realize whoever you're electing, once they get your money, they really not gonna give a fuck what the hell they use it.
Depends how much you gave them.
A lot.
If you give them a lot, they might care. They say, okay, what do you want? Because you gave me all that money.
And that's my point. So. I think this is a multifaceted election, but ultimately, I don't think it fucking matters very much. Right now, it matters because it's tomorrow, but
right.
I don't really give a fuck who win because the me in January already know who won, and I'm living anyways. So, yeah, I'm preparing to be the me in January. I don't give a fuck who becomes president right now. I'm trying to get the fuck out this bitch. Trying to get my bread, get in the market, and fucking peace out on these niggas. But yeah, do you think like this election is do or die as it's been described in these ads and everything?
No, I don't think it's do or die. Like I don't really care who wins. You know, I'm gonna be all right either way. Just the example that I gave, I voted for kind of essentially both of them already. You know,
you didn't vote for Kamala.
Well, she's essentially Biden. You know what I mean? But she's not because she didn't have that. She don't have that promise anymore because we already know that one failed. You know what I mean? You pulled that rug out once, you can pull it again. You know, so you can't run on that again. But that was big. That was definitely big.
She still got it in there.
No, the student loan shit.
Yeah.
But it already failed. It already didn't work.
You're not voting for that?
Not for that. Not for that. You ain't gonna do me twice. You ain't gonna do me twice. Fuck that.
All right, what would be something else that they get you on their side if they like pull something out the bag?
I told you like my priorities, and that's why I would leave Trump. You know what I mean? Because of those priorities for me.
The border.
You know? Yeah, I think that's important. You know what I mean? I think like bringing in like you see some.
You're a real American. You should move to the South.
I might. I might have
that
to.
nigga go.
If he needs some ICE agents, if he's expanded it and he puts
like 120,000.
I'm coming. I'll be there for country, baby. For country.
He said you do weekends. We'll cover transport. Extra 40K.
Yeah, throw it in there. I know he'll take care. We gotta do. You know?
That nigga gonna be on a horse. That nigga gonna be like, he gonna be happy as fuck to get
the army armor and stuff. Just how he would want it.
See, it's niggas like him that become cops, that become military niggas.
Nah, you're American. You're my people. But I'm trying to save the country, man. Call me
shit.
You know,
see, people just have different
you want. You know, I could be Batman. I could be Spider-Man. I'm your hero, Tommy. That's me, man.
You should join the military.
This is the greater cause right now. There's a war right here. There's a war right here.
And speaking of that, moving into our final segment of the show, shit that might matter, could matter, and probably does matter or should matter. Are we currently in the Gilded Age? Are we in the time of, doom? Are we headed towards the Dark Age? Are we about to be in a civil war?
Damn. Turn dark quick, man. But you're right.
Shit. It ain't turned dark. It's been dark. We just turned the lights on again. Right. It still ain't get bright.
It's like, this is the dimmer. Shit broke. Just keeps going down. Yeah, the lights is dying. But no. So a lot of people say the election could be like a tipping point in a lot of ways. Maybe, obviously, politically wise. But, another thing is there's this dude. His name's weird ass name, like Rudyard. Is his name. He's got a YouTube channel. He's been on the podcast scene.
He's been on our pod.
And he should come on our pod. He's from PA. He's from PA. So shout out Rudyard if you're listening.
And we'll be on his shit for the election stream tomorrow. So
Yeah, we'll be there. So, but part of what he theorizes and just looking at it, at history, and he's in a lot of ways right. When there's greater inequality, you're going to have greater unrest. Because inequality is a lot of times, obviously, there's a very few who have a lot and a lot of people who have very little. And if those lot of people get to a tipping point, it's a problem. So is that going to happen in this country? Are we headed in that direction?
what do you think?
Yeah, I think we are. I just saw like Intel laid off like 17,000 people on top of like how many people earlier in the year. And these are high paying jobs. And what unfortunately we're bringing in a lot of immigrants and things like that. People like that getting low paying jobs.
You can't compare Intel to fucking.
No, what?
You can't compare Intel to.
No, exactly. I'm not. So we don't want to lose. We don't want to lose Intel jobs. Those are good jobs.
Yeah.
So the jobs that they're saying in those jobs report that we're getting, they're not Intel jobs. We lost those. What are we getting? We're getting low paying jobs that nobody wanted to do, right? So now they're getting hired by somebody who's getting paid minimum wage, which shouldn't be minimum wage because it's been that way for 30 years, even though inflation in 30 years, last 5 years has increased by 30%, let alone the last 30.
Bro, I saw this fucking chart and it was talking about the differences in the price of living from 2020 to 2024. It was like it's up 21% since 2020.
Since 2020. And minimum wage hasn't went up since what, 82?
I don't know.
I don't know the stats, but
I wasn't alive, nigga.
You wasn't even alive.
I wasn't alive.
Neither was I, but you can read. But it was a long time, man. It was a long time.
Yeah.
Over 20 years, which is more than enough. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, over 20.
That's all you need to know, especially when you see how fast inflation can rise, and that the expectation is that it rises by 2%.
So
minimum is the goal, which it's always higher.
If you think a civil war is coming, how soon, how fast, when does it happen? Is this the election? Is it next?
So
is it going to be an election that causes it?
If
What
Trump
would be the
don't
thing?
win, it could go bad. There's one thing, you know what I mean?
So he's saying vote for Trump. Nigga.
No, do what you do. It happens, it happens. Whatever. If it's a landslide, it's a landslide. I don't know. But if he don't, last time people weren't happy that came out about it. January 6th.
You gonna go out there?
Nah, I didn't last time.
You ain't vote for that nigga last time.
Still, bro. Nah, I mean, I rock from the sidelines. I'm not in it like that. I'm not a diehard of nobody. Like I said, I don't care who wins or loses. To be honest with you, I don't think nobody's offering me bread like Biden did last time. You know what I mean? That's like $15,000 for me. I'll take that. You know what I mean? He gave you 50. There's no other benefit like, oh, I'll lower your taxes. That is not like paying off $15,000 of debt for me. Nothing is. So,
Hey, Trump gave you a stimmy.
Matter of fact, so did Biden.
Yeah, but that nigga only gave you 600.
I didn't need it then. He still gave it to me. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. You know, I'll be honest. But
I need another stimmy.
I think some shit could go down because if you look at one thing, I don't know if we talked about this, but do you have Robinhood?
Yeah.
You do. Robinhood, you turn that on. When's the last time you turned your Robinhood on?
Minute ago.
Okay. Tommy needs to do this live because I don't want to say anything. Just go to Robinhood, go on there live, and see what's going on. But,
all right, let's go. Robinhood loading up right now. Y'all can see it.
Dude has to like download the app. It's updating. No, but
I ain't been on this bed in a while.
Yeah, because there's some crazy stuff.
All right,
that you'll
so
see there.
I'm gonna see on mine.
Oh, what is that? What is that? Whoa!
Niggas is voting on the election.
On Robinhood, you can buy
Front page.
Yep, I saw that. I was like, "Oh my god, is this real?" Yes, you can buy your favorite Robinhood. Obviously, a lot
And
of
it
people have
said,
Robinhood,
wait,
and I know.
so Kamala's the favorite?
No, she's the underdog. So you get 50 cents on a dollar for. So if you, 44 cents is how much it costs to buy Kamala. So that means you make 60, what, 6?
Oh.
56 cents?
So Trump's the favorite.
56 cents. And with Trump, you'd only make 44 cents or whatever, 43 cents.
Hey, you put some money on it?
Nah, I didn't do it, but it's crazy that you
should have, bro.
If I did, I'd probably bet
on like $5.
I bet on Kamala.
For real?
Yeah, because it's gambling. In gambling, I would bet where there's a higher return, because it's probably about 50-50, and the return on Trump is low. So I'd bet on Kamala.
I put $5 on it.
I mean, I could do 5.
Yeah, put 5 on her. He gonna vote for the opposite. You gotta vote for her now once you put the money on it.
I'm not gonna lie. I usually do that though. If I'm an Eagles fan and it's a tough game, I'll bet on the opposite team, so it's a win-win for me. I either won money or my team won. So
Trump, your team, you a MAGA?
I have to load up. Nah, I'm not. I'm not like my buddy, he's my best friend. He's like, he gets some of the stuff, and he's not. I don't know if he's like hardcore like that, but if you're getting the memorabilia and shit, like,
I get a hat. That hat's hard.
I don't wear hats though.
It's just a symbol. Like, fuck with me, nigga.
Like for him,
I would do it just to make niggas mad.
I'd rock a jersey. Not a Trump jersey. No, not a Trump jersey. That's the thing. Like, I'd rather get my team or any other team, or you know what I did for my boy? I hooked him up with a jersey. I got him a military jersey. It has the flag on it. That's what Trump represents too. Is the flag for a lot of people? Is making it great.
Tat Trump 2024 under the flag.
Can I tat it?
Nah, not tat it, but like put it under the flag. You still rocking it? Or we gotta have like Air Force Trump Air Force.
Nah,
you gotta have Trump somewhere on there. You can't just rock a flag and be like.
So I go to my dog groomer, bro. Dude, he has Trump everywhere. Like he had the and he's old. He's old, dude. He had the assassination shirt with the blood, like, and this is like flying blood. I was like, I don't know, I've seen that picture. That's a little exaggerated. But he has that. So I'm buying Harris right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw 10 on her.
All right, he put 10 on Harris.
I think. Let me see.
So how much would you get back?
Like, profile. I gotta do all this. They're saying, wait, we double checking. Who are you picking? They might get me. They said, who'd you pick? How many years of futures trading experience do you have? Not many. I'll say less than a year. How many? Investing. I've been doing that. That's what I do. What's your main objective? My main objective is hedging.
You gonna say that?
Yeah. All right, that's what I'm doing. I'm hedging. So that's the thing they say with a lot of these markets, like, but this one, obviously, I don't know. You could be hedging. Maybe you have a lot of money in certain investments, and you think that they could go bad if a certain person is elected. That could be bad for your investments. But generally. There's not, many people aren't doing it that. They're just gambling, essentially, on who's going to win. But, like, if you did, like, is a hurricane going to hit my city? Let's say that's on there if you're in Florida. And there's no coverage in insurance in Florida anymore because they're not really doing that, with flood and all that. So you could gamble there as a way to hedge against a major hurricane hitting your...
Do they do shit like that?
They do.
That's crazy.
They do.
Like, I'm going to put the house that the hurricane going to hit because I know it's going to hit. But the house going to be gone, so I'm going to get the house back.
Then you want to bet early. So if it's not looking good, but it's coming, you want to bet. I want to put a little bet in there. If it's getting closer, then you want to up your stakes. You know what I mean?
Whole house
see the market move.
The house about to be gone. I'm going to put it on there.
All right. Damn, they're. It is crazy trying to buy these shares. I'm not going to lie. I just had to go through so many questions and like...
Are you voting for Kamala?
So trading is not even open right now. It'll open in 3 minutes and 30 seconds for me to be able to do this. No, I'm not voting. I'm gonna. But don't tell my mom, bro. Like
she gonna be able.
She would disown me. She would disown me.
For real?
If I told her I voted Trump, like she's like die hard.
Wait, what about when you told her last time? That you voted?
Like in 2016?
Yeah.
Well, back then too, it was like nobody really thought he would win.
You're like, okay, dumbass.
So, like,
Okay, dumbass.
yeah, it was like I really hate Hillary, so I was like, fuck that bitch. You know what I mean? But she's probably gonna win. So I didn't really expect it, but I was like, yeah, all right, he's cool. And then I was like, damn, he won. You know,
Real nigga. You was like, real nigga.
Damn, that's what's up.
Hey, if you ever got the chance to run for president, would you?
No. Not at this stage of my life.
What about you, vice president? You could be VP to somebody you really believe in.
Scott, man, I'm telling you, that's my
Oh,
that's
yeah,
my nigga. That's my nigga. Holla at me, bro. Like, he's like, who the fuck are you? When you listen to his podcast, dude, he has like the most like gangster like just advertisements. He'll push them out and be like advertising like Versace and shit. Like,
who is this thing?
Some premium stuff, dude. Because he's into like money and investing. He's a multimillionaire who made and sold companies. He's an entrepreneur. You know, he's like Mark Cuban type person, essentially.
Word. But you know, circling back, when do you think this civil war will happen, and what do you think will be the tipping point?
So, I think it's gonna be probably February 25.
Damn, next year?
Yeah.
It's gonna pop off next year?
Yeah, get ready. Yeah, get ready.
God damn.
No,
God damn.
I'm just kidding. Hopefully not. I think that's 15%. We're in the odds market again. But no, I mean, there's a chance, especially with turnout, how everything happens that way. But, you know, I think we're headed, if things don't change, you know, for the country, I think we're heading in a bad direction. There's no doubt about it. Like, people don't see the trickle-down effect. It's like, okay, like, yeah, the rich is getting richer, okay, but eventually, like, America is built on a middle class. Like, what Scott, I think he says the greatest invention of all time is the middle class, like, to grow and foster that. And how many people have that, even after it's been invented? Very few countries. You know what I mean? So, you know, you don't want to let that thing die. It's hard to have that and grow it. But the trajectory we're on is it's going to die. You know, and we have to do something to change it. But can we? Will we? Those are two big questions. And, you know, right now the answer doesn't look good.
How many years? Oh, and when you say Civil War, what do you, like, specifically mean about, like, what do you mean? Like, how bad, like, are we killing each other? Like, when you say Civil War, what should we picture?
Yeah, so that's the biggest question. People are like, oh, you know, back then, you know, if you think of the traditional American Civil War, it was about slavery, and that was what it's about. So in this context, you have to say, like, what is it about? You know, and we're talking about, essentially, would be a Gilded Age, the death of the middle class, the death of the American dream. So it's whoever's killing that versus whoever was seeking that and you're killing it for them.
You think blood is going to be drawn?
I think eventually it can be, because we're going to deteriorate as a country if inequality continues to happen. What are countries with high levels of inequality? You know, you look at those, they usually don't bode well. You know.
But all right. How long, like, on, like, the short and long end, do you think, like, blood being shed as a serious issue, like, when do you think, like, that'll be? Like, what's the time frame for that? Like, what's the range?
That's, like, in a lot of ways, isn't it already? You know, in our, like, with what we're doing to our society, is that the result of more violence and stuff like that? I think so. You know what I mean? Like, that's what perpetuates violence is a lot of inequality. You know, if you had something better to do, if you had a brighter future, then you probably might be doing something different.
But that's inequality they're okay with. That's broke niggas killing broke niggas. They don't really care about that.
But But exactly, they don't care about that, and that's fine. But as long as the broke niggas killing broke niggas percentage is 5%, but when the broke niggas killing broke niggas percentage of those people keep growing, and now there's 20% of the population is those people, then it's a problem, right? Then and that population is on the uptrend. More broke niggas. Everybody's a broke nigga. Everybody's homeless, nothing to lose, all that. That's the thing. If you have nothing to lose, what do?
Start robbing rich niggas.
You do whatever exactly. Yeah. You do whatever it takes, especially young men. Men in general, because that's just our nature. It's like, all right, if you want to survive, you're going to do whatever it takes to survive, and push comes to shove, we're backing people into the corner. What are they going to do? That's the question. And eventually, does enough of those people say, hey, you feel that way, I feel that way, wait, we're the majority that feel that way, what do we do? What do they do? What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know how long it takes to really get bad like that. At least how I'm thinking. I'm thinking of some, not Mad Max, but towards that some shit like that. What's this number we been saying? I think
February
2025,
February
2030, 32. America's gonna look real different. And that might seem far away, but
that's
2020 was last week. 2020 was no, but think about it.
They don't even do most estimates. They go to 2030. This guy's going.
But think about it. 2020 was last week for real. We're about to be in 2025.
Give us 2030. You need those extra 2 years, or are you still good with your projection at 2030? That's
but I don't want to say 2030.
5 years. 5 years.
But this is the thing.
5 years.
I don't think blood will start being shed in 2030. I say 2032 because that's around the time of the next election. 2030 is not going to...
4 years.
No. It's going to be 1 to 2028. Wait. Listen. Niggas not going to give a fucking 2028 again.
No.
I don't think... Wait.
It's listen. Because it can't be Trump. And if it's Kamala, it's going to be... People are going to be fucking going to war to make sure it ain't her again.
But this is my thing. Let me give you my prediction, right? This is what I think is going to happen. I think next election, people are going to continue the trend of not really giving a fuck about who's president, to be honest. And I think niggas are going to start losing faith in the political system, but it's not going to be crazy. And I think by 2032, niggas going to give it one last shot. That shit not going to go right. And like around 2033, 2034, that's like when shit going like, niggas are like really going to be really broke, really killing niggas. Like, I think the brokenness is getting bad very fast. Yeah. And it'll be bad by 2030, but I don't think it'll be bad enough to where a significant amount of people are being shiesty. But that's why we kept saying that same number. I think it was about 2 years ago now, maybe a year or 2 years ago, 5 to 7. Now it's what, 4 to 6, about to be 3 to 5. 3 to 5. So you got about till 2030. We're in that zone where you see shit starting to get wild. Get ready.
Yeah. Now, if you're like, I don't know if I'd be a prepper or anything like that, but hey, if you are, good for you. But be ready for some shit, because it doesn't take as many people as you would think to disrupt society. You know what I mean? Like, look at New York. Like, New York is falling apart because of, like, the immigrants and stuff like that, and their lax laws where it's like, hey, we know it's the same people robbing everybody, but they're underage, so we can't do anything. That's the law in New York. Okay.
That's that the law?
That's the law. If you're under 18, you can do whatever. So, yeah. So, like, gangs know, like, all right, we're going to give it to the young kid. You be the shooter. You can't get in trouble. So if you have stupid laws, stupid shit happens. But we have a lot of cities like that especially are not prepared for, essentially influx invasions of migrant gangs, that are like, okay, we learned quick. You can do what these kids, cool. But anyway, I think, that sort of shit doesn't take much to disrupt the whole society. Like, it'll ruin where people are living. It's like, okay, I can't live a safe life that I used to enjoy.
So you think it'll happen exponentially faster?
Yeah, definitely.
So by 2030, if not sooner.
I think it depends on like.
Cause I think shit is gonna be calm.
Like this
during
is a big presidential election here.
I don't think
and,
so.
And I don't like. I think Trump, like you said, I might sign up for ICE. We might be getting rid of people. He'll kick them out. Not just.
And how much he gotta offer you?
You ain't just coming in. He's kicking you out.
For how much?
You know.
For how much would you do that for? Like how much he gotta give you?
Dude, government wages are probably paying good money these days.
No, I'm saying, what's your price, Rob,
For the country,
for the country?
give me 85.
85,000. You do that? You quit your job and do that?
For a little bit, yeah, until we're done. That's like being in the army, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? I don't expect to get paid great, but you give me more money if that's how much I get. I'm down.
So you do it for 85. So what about for 60?
Nah, but you
What about
gotta
for
give me
s-
some
what about
bread.
for 70?
Man. You know what I mean? It's probably a crazy job. I don't
70.
know how it works.
What
You
about
gotta
for
tell me a
70?
little bit about it, but you know what I mean?
What about for 70?
Do I
You
gotta
doing it for
relocate?
70?
Can I work from home?
Nah, nigga, you gotta be on the border.
Right, ride the horse and shit. Motherfucker, suck at you. Learn the last
You like, why can't I get a car, nigga?
Right.
It's cultural, nigga.
It just looks better that way.
Yeah. It's,
All right.
if it's the vibe.
I'm in. I'm in.
You like, gotta keep the horse?
That's my baby now.
Yeah,
Just like a dog.
man. I'll do it for 80.
And the
They
horse.
let you keep the horse?
And the horse. Horses worth some bread. Like,
75.
man, cheap, but that's a high upkeep. That's a high upkeep. I need a pension or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, you go retirement. Me and the horse. You know what I mean? Got to get him a Costco membership or something for some horse feed. This is probably expensive.
But,
I'll just be Wyatt Earp for the rest of my life. Then on the border, better stand back.
you shoot a nigga? You shoot a
I
nigga?
have to.
That nigga.
I heard in Texas they were pepperballing them. They were popping.
Bro, I feel like you be quick to shoot a nigga. Oh my God.
Don't move! I said don't.
They don't know English.
He felt right. that's you better learn before you come here. That quick. You adapt. Darwinism.
You be out there like,
Darwinism. Never learn that.
you just set off shots every few like hours just to make sure niggas don't.
I'll figure out the Spanish lingo. It's probably an easy
shit.
word.
Don't get this nigga on the border, please. Please keep him here in the office.
If I'm on your border, you'll be protected. Nobody's coming. Nobody is coming. Little raccoon. Hell no.
That nigga said he'd do it for 85,000 Trump. Cause after taxes, how much is that like?
It depends where I'm living. Texas, no taxes, man. We're good. Oh.
No, he wants you on the border in what's the dang like in New Mexico
Arizona
or Colorado. You gotta go fight the gang.
Colorado.
In Colorado. You gotta go fight the. You gotta fight the gang in Colorado.
Capture them.
They pay you by project.
Catch and release.
Nigga, yeah. You
How much
gotta
you catch today, It's 1,000 a piece.
bounty
otherwise
hunters.
Nothing.
Hey, that's honestly probably how he do it.
No,
He'd have
he might.
bounty hunters.
I'm just shooting them. Trump said you gotta go. Pop, pop.
He's dead or alive.
You got the chunks up. It's
shit.
gotta be that way. Then if they're killers, I gotta be a killer. Facts. Matter of fact.
That is a
If you're
fucking
killing, I'm killing.
matter of
If you're
fact.
killing, I'm killing.
If you made it this far in the episode, we appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Follow us on our Instagram. Comment how you like the episode, what you might want to hear us talk about. Got any last things before we head out of here?
Nah, man, just get ready, prepare.
Get ready.
We'll see if we make it to the next episode.
3 to 5 years, but it's election time, baby. Let us know in the comments who the fuck you
It
think
could
won.
be over before that. It could be over before the next episode. So if we don't see you,
And we could be
good
dead.
luck out there.
We appreciate y'all.
Mad Max. If we see you next time,
Matter of fact.
we'll see you then.